The door that no one is allowed to open began with a dare on the last evening of October. The air was sharp, leaves swirling in shivering pirouettes down Maple Lane, where the abandoned Thatcher house stood as an unblinking witness to the passage of time. Behind the rattling wrought iron fence, 4 friends, Anya, Reese, Malcolm, and Joe, huddled by flashlight glow, breath puffing in anxious clouds. Thatcher House was the solitary shell at the dead end, all windows nailed and the grounds overgrown. Everyone knew about the door. It was deep inside in a narrow corridor behind the grand staircase, a battered slab of ancient wood framed by chilling runes and weathered padlocks. It was the door that no one is allowed to open. Parents hiss tales about its stone threshold. Don't touch. Don't even look for too long. A grocer claimed the room warped clocks. The oldest neighbor, Mrs. Quinn, once whispered she saw lightning flicker behind the cracks on cloudless nights. Yet horror's root is always curiosity, and tonight was a test of bravery. They crept inside, letting dust swallow the beams of their flashlights. Shattered glass crunched underfoot. The air was thick with mildew and brine, as if they'd stepped onto a forgotten beach beneath a heavy sky. Reese snickered to hide a tremor in his voice. "First one to touch gets out of finals," he teased. Floorboards shrieked as they reached the rear hall, and the infamous door emerged from the dark, a malignant bruise on the splintered wall. The runes glimmered with an oily sheen, pulsing faintly. Joe chewed her lower lip. "Guys, maybe we shouldn't. It feels like..." She trailed off, shrouded by the silence. Anya, ever the skeptic, rolled her eyes, but unable to check her curiosity, reached out. Her fingers brushed the knotted wood. The temperature plunged. Candle flame wisps of fog coiled from beneath the door. A heavy sigh, ancient and genderless, moaned through the corridor, rattling the broken chandelier far above. "Did you hear?" Malcolm started, but a deep vibration silenced him. The flashlight beams flickered as if gnawed by invisible moths. A scent of salt water and iron filled their throats, familiar but wrong. Suddenly, the padlocks clicked open, tumbling to the floor, one after another. The runes pulsed, bleeding a sickly blue-green glow. The group stumbled back, but the door creaked open, just a sliver, enough to reveal swirling darkness, alive and beckoning. Within the yawning black, something writhed, too many shapes to count, all turning as one, their gazes cold as razors. A low, humming voice flooded their heads. One entered. All must follow. Something pulled at Anya's hand, soft, insistent. She screamed, heels digging trenches as she fought an invisible tide. Her friends charged to drag her back, but the darkness throbbed, swallowing all sound and feeling. For an endless heartbeat, Reese, Malcolm, and Joe saw their own faces blink back at them from the moving shadows, distorted, weeping, silently begging for help. Then the door slammed. The house fell silent. The only sound was their panting, then sobs. Anya was gone. The runes dimmed, the padlocks reformed with a metallic shriek. The mildew faded, but the cold lingered, wrapping them in a burial shroud. No one spoke of it again. The friends drifted, haunted by fractured memories, flashes of impossible seascapes, and the sense that Anya was still trapped, somewhere deep behind the door, calling their names every time the wind howled down Maple Lane. From that night on, no one dared approach Thatcher House, and the door that no one is allowed to open remained sealed. But late on Halloween evenings, if you dared to stand outside, you might catch the faintest sound, a voice echoing through the cracked boards. All must follow.